Okay. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash, and double honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Salutation, you Akim out there that's pushes word of truth for sincerity. You know, I'm back with another lesson. We're in the year of 2019, the year of Karagma. You know, we in the beginning of the year of 2019, the year of Karagma, and all kind of hell is breaking loose, man. You know, we got the United States government staging a coup over in Venezuela. You know, whereas they receiving warnings from Russia, Iran, and Turkey, as well as China now, telling them to back off, man, to stay out of the affairs, you know, of Venezuela. But what the United States government is trying to do, what they did was created an uproar, created a panic, created a pestilence, created a famine in the land, so they could overthrow the government, in which they tried to overthrow Hugo Chavez's government for years, but they was unsuccessful at it. But Hugo Chavez went back to the spirit, so now they got this other guy, and what they doing is they staging a coup, and they're no longer recognizing him as being the legitimate president, where they got this lawmaker, a puppet of the U.S. government and its allies, if you will, and Donald Trump is acknowledging this cat as being the new prime minister or president or dictator of Venezuela. You know, it is not sitting right with Russia, China. It's not sitting right with Iran. It's not sitting right with Turkey. And these nations are divided. They're dividing on that situation and the issue was going on in Venezuela. Meanwhile, you got the Russian government setting up nukes on the border of Ukraine. You know, prepping for war with the Ukrainian government. Then you have the situation over in Syria. Then you got the situation going on over in Iraq, Afghanistan. You got uproars going on in London with the Brexit situation. Then you have Congress, the Democrats and the Republicans over in America that can't come to some kind of solution, that can't come to an agreement over the situation with this border. Even though Donald Trump, you know, temporarily opened back up the government, but he's threatening to close the government back in 3 weeks, which says the February 15th, man. And then not only that, you got the situation with the debt ceiling, you know, coming into fruition too as well, man. So there's a lot of things happening in America, man. And the main thing that's happening, man, is these wars, these rumors of wars, these coup d'etat that's taking place. You know, an arms race, because the United States is pulling out of the intermediate nuclear treaty that was established in 1987 with Mikhail Gorbachev and Ronald Reagan. So there's a lot of things happening, man, and they pushing that off of the microchip as well, man. So without further ado, I'm going to get into these scriptures. Abaratazah, you Akim out there will be edified. I just wanted to lay a groundwork on what I'm getting into and what it's leading up to. Because all this right here is leading up to that war of Armageddon. Everything is leading up to America being destroyed, man. The glory of kingdoms is about to be destroyed. You see what I'm saying? America is that glory of kingdoms, man. So this is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. And that's what we do. And that banner is these scriptures, man. The banner that we are lifting up is these scriptures with the breakdowns. And we warning you people. I'm talking about the 2/3 you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We warning Esau, condemning Esau and the other nations, man, telling you that thermonuclear destruction is at hand, telling the 2/3 to get right, man. But they don't want to get right, man. So, hey, they're gonna burn it right along with Esau. It says, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountains. Exhort the voice unto them. And that's what we on the highways and the byways, man. And you got brothers that got strong voices, man. So we speak at the top of our lungs, man. We out there literally yelling at you people, man. On the highways and the byways, whether it's raining, whether it's snowing, whether it's hailing, whether it's blazing hot, whether it's brick cold out there, we are out there, man. And then throughout the week, you got brothers that's flooding the internet with all kind of information, man. All kind of videos, man. So we pushing this word, man. And we're exalting the voices unto them. Our voices is breaking down these scriptures, man. The voice of who? The prophets. The men of Great Millstone. From the apostles on down to the elders and the men. That's pushing this word, man. It says, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. And that's starting to happen. Look what's going on. CNN, you know, the news networks, whether they use the news unit, CBS, all these news outlets are starting to speak and take notice of what the Hebrew Israelites is doing, man. Even though they calling us Black Hebrew Israelites, that's a title that Esau loved to put on because it's countless videos showing that you have confusion of faces within Great Millstone. So it's not a black thing. This is dealing with the spirit, man. So we pushing this out there. We pushing this word out there, man. It says, I have commanded my sanctified ones. Who are the sanctified ones? The prophets, the apostles, the elders, and the men of Great Millstone, the elect, if you will. Those are the sanctified ones, man. He said, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger. Who are the mighty ones? The mighty ones are the angels, man. For the Most High's anger. You know, it says, even them that rejoice in my highness. Who's the ones that rejoice in the Most High highness? His angels? His elect? Because we doing the works of the Most High. Going after the highways and the byways, doing what we have to do, man. What we was commanded to do. And what was the sanctified ones commanded to do? To go out there and preach the word of the Most High, in season, out of season. And that's what we do, man. It says, verse 4, the noise of a multitude in the mountains. What is that noise, man? From the nuclear missiles, man. It says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains. The mountains represents governments. The noise is, I'm talking about the nuclear missiles, man. That's going to be shot off from all these nations that come up against America. That assembly of great nations that the Most High is going to put in their spirit, put in their mind to come up against America, man. And I'm going to name a few of them great nations that's going to come up against America. But let me just finish this out real quick. It says, Isaiah 13 verse 4, the noise of a multitude in the mountains like as of a great people. And that's not talking about no people, man. That's talking about an army of nuclear missiles. It's not talking about a people, man. It's representing nuclear missiles, ICBM, hypersonic nuclear missile with the multiple warheads, man. That's what it's talking about. It says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered up the battle. The Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies mustered up the host of the battle. Because like I said, the Most High Yahweh, why Yahweh Shah is going to put the spirit on these, it's going to work on the mind of these dictators, prime ministers, chancellors, presidents, to come up against America. It says, verse 5, they come from a far country, even from the ends of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. And what is the Most High? What is the weapons of the Most High indignation? thermonuclear missiles, man. Those are the weapons of the Most High indignation. And the Most High called it the waster. Real quick, let me just get this real quick. To prove what's the weapons of the Most High indignation. This is Isaiah, the 54th chapter, the 16th verse. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. That I, speaking about Yahweh, he have created the smith. A modern day smith is a scientist. It says, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. Whose work? Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shah's work? I have created the waster to destroy. What is that waster? An ICBM hypersonic thermonuclear missile. That's what the Most High created the smith for, that blew off the coals, that split the atom and created that hydrogen bomb, that atomic bomb, that thermonuclear bomb, that hypersonic thermonuclear bomb. The Most High put the spirit on Esau to create such weapons, and he called it the waster to destroy. So I'm going to read this back in Isaiah, the 5th chapter, 13th, Isaiah the 13th chapter, the 5th verse. They come from a far country, talking about them nuclear missiles, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. What is the weapons of the Most High indignation? We just read it in Isaiah the 54th chapter, the 16th verse. How the Most High created the smith that blew up the coals in the fire, that bring forth an instrument for his work. And he called it the waster. And that's exactly what's going to happen to America. You got all these nations, I'm going to read it again. You got all these nations that's going to come together. It says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains like as of great people. A tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Of nations gathered together. Now we're going to go from there. We're going to go to Jeremiah, the 15th chapter, the 9th verse. And this is going straight into what it's talking about in Isaiah, the 13th chapter, the 4th verse, where the Most High is gathering the nations together, and the Lord musters up the host of the battle. The Most High is putting the spirit on these nations to come together and align themselves to come up against America to destroy it. This is Jeremiah, the 15th chapter, the 9th verse. For lo, I will arise and cause to come up against Babylon, America, an assembly of great nations from the north country, starting with Russia, because Russia's in the north, China, Iran, Pakistan, India, North Korea. I'm going to name them again. Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, Pakistan, India, Ethiopia, Libya, even nations from the West, which is a part of NATO, which is going to come up against America. Great Britain, Germany, France, all these nations that have nuclear capabilities is going to come up against America to destroy it. Not my words. These are words from Yahweh, White Yahweh Shah, man. I'm going to read it again so it can sink in, so you can understand and comprehend what I'm telling you. Isaiah, the 50th chapter, the 9th verse. For lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon, America, an assembly of great nations, that is named the nations from the north country, Russia, China, India, Pakistan, Iran, North Korea, Libya, Ethiopia, all nations, like I said, that have nuclear capabilities. And not only nations from the north country, but nations that's a part of NATO. Like I mentioned, man. Great Britain, France, Germany, they're going to come up against America to destroy this land, to lay it flat. It says, and they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. How they going to set themselves in array? Military alliance, military formation. They all going to come up against America and destroy America and destroy the land of the gutter rats. That land where they dwelling at now, man, that's greatly defiled by them gutter rats, man. It says, which is Israel. It says, and they shall set themselves in battle array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows, them arrows representing thermonuclear missiles, hypersonic nuclear missiles, ICBMs. You understand what I'm saying? Are you comprehending what I'm telling you? Because America surely is going to be destroyed. It says, from thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Because these missiles are going to be laser guided, spiritually guided by Yahweh Shah, and they're not going to miss their mark. They're going to destroy the land of Israel and the land of America utterly. Lay it flat. It says, and Chaldea, which is another name for America, shall be a spoil, and all that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord Yahweh. All that spoil her, Russia, China, Great Britain, France, Germany, Iran, North Korea, Pakistan, India, Ethiopia, Libya, all nations that have nuclear capabilities that's going to come up against America is going to be satisfied when they see the destruction of America, when they see America burning. Everything in it. Man, woman, child, beast, fowls of the heavens, everything burnt up utterly. They're going to be satisfied. They're going to look at their handiwork and they're going to be satisfied. Why? Because the Most High going to put that spirit on them to do so. Last scripture before I close it out. This is Isaiah chapter 13. Going back to Isaiah chapter 13. That's a bad chapter, man. Isaiah 13 verse 17. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. Who are the Medes? The modern day Medes are Esau, because Esau have taken over that land where the Medes, where the Japhethites dwell. Now the Medes represents Japheth. They are the true Medes. But being that they got overtaken by and overran and overthrown by Esau, Esau represents that province over there, and now it's called Russia. So Esau, the so-called white man, they call themselves Russia. See, Esau will come up against Esau and destroy Esau. So that's what happens at the end of an empire. It's infighting within, and the government get destroyed. Uproars, infighting, usurping going on. All these things, man, happens at the end of an empire, man. And what do you see what's going on in America? This is back in Isaiah the 13th chapter, the 17th verse. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. And them Russians, man, hey man, they don't want no payoffs. They don't want no silver, no gold. They don't want anything that America has to offer. All they want to do, they want to destroy this place utterly. And they're going to destroy this place. The Most High going to put the spirit. And it says, behold, Yahweh will stir up the Medes against them. The Most High is going to work on the minds of these, whether it's Vladimir Putin or whatever president that's in office. He's going to work on his mind to come up against America and to destroy it. And the rest of his allies, Russia's allies. Which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Verse 18, their bows also shall dash them, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. their eyes shall not spare children. You see what I'm saying? Everything's going to be destroyed in this land, man. When they shoot the missiles off from the north to the western part of this earth, it's going to be, America's going to be destroyed. Americans are going to shoot missiles off too. That's why I tell you in Isaiah, the 24th chapter, the 21st verse on down, that the earth is going to reel to and fro like a drunkard, man. So prepare your souls and prepare your minds for what's going on, man. If you can see it, if you have a spiritual eye, because all hell is breaking loose, man. Just because Donald Trump may have temporarily opened back up this sorry-ass government, which was a partial shutdown, which is the longest in history, which is 35 days, he's given the Democrats 3 weeks to come up with a solution about the situation with the border, the southern border, the crisis with the immigrants coming in to this land, man. And all them immigrants, them souls that's coming over here, straight right along America. Now dig that, man. Dig that. America's going to be destroyed. And all these immigrants that's busting their ass to come over here, it's going to be destroyed right along with America. And with that, I'm going to close it out. And I'm going to give all praises once again to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Hey, salutation you Akim out there, man. Hey, stay strong for this the year of 2019, the year of Karagma. Stay on point. Be circumspect. Because Esau, the so-called white man, he's not going to stop. He's going to continue pushing this madness. And he's going to push that off of the microchip. Whether it will be in the middle of this year, or going towards the fall, or going towards 2020. Hey, that off of the microchip is going to be pushed. Shalom, Akim.